wedding the other night, and someone gave me the idea for this, and it's actually a really interesting thing. Why the hell do people say Mazel Tov to each other at Simchas? I was, boggles my mind. Something you never think about until someone says, "Why the hell are you saying that?" Because I was in the parking lot, I saw this rabbi who sort of knows me. I don't really want to talk to him, but you get that eye contact. You see him, he sees you. You don't want to go in for the full Shalom Aleichem, how are you? But you don't want to just run. So you say Mazel Tov, it's perfect. Mazel Tov just shuts him up. Mazel Tov, how are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Or it could be Mazel Tov, and you're on your way. The double Mazel Tov. It's kind of like it's Shabbos, good Shabbos. The people that say Shabbos, Mazel Tov, the same thing. It's just this grumbling, I don't want to talk to you. I don't have anything to say. I'll say Mazel Tov, just like, kind of, this is, I don't mean this to be funny, but when someone's an Obelis, and you say, may the Neshama have an Aliyah, that's because I'm not a eulogizer, I have nothing to say, I don't want to hurt your feelings, we'll be done with that. Mazel Tov's kind of like a bitch slap of like, dude, I don't want to talk to you, man. Why are you shaking my hand? I just saw you picking your nose. Go away. Done. Then, you also have the usage of Mazel Tov when you're talking to someone and you don't want to talk anymore. Like, what do? You can't just walk away. You can do the whole, I see my friend over there, but usually everyone knows each other at a wedding kind of thing, and they might catch on to that. So you can say, Mazel Tov, it was so good to talk to you. It's such a good conversation closer. It's brilliant. It's like someone invented it because weddings are places where people see each other they don't want to see. I saw a couple of people last night I didn't really want to talk to, who don't really want to talk to me. They give me the whole back shoulder, hey, how's it going, Mazel Tov, Fine, good morning, right? It was also one of those weddings, and I wonder if this happens at non-yeshivish wedding. It wasn't like yeshivish, like the people weren't yeshivish, but it was still like a yeshivish kind of thing. The dancing was yeshivish. There were a couple of people doing the whole, like, light bulb thing. There were a couple of people that were like this, like acting like they knew how to dance. There were the whole, like, the slapping the floor dance, and there were a couple of those, like, they play some, like, jumpy songs and everyone starts jumping up and up and up, and then they play some yo-ya or whatever, all that crap, right? So, the shtick was schwass, man. The shtick was just, no shtick. I think everyone was too drunk for shtick. It's one of those weddings where it was just like, no bar, but there was enough alcohol going on. So, something that happened, and it's happened like at a few weddings, and I've done it too. First of all, do you ever like get up and you sit back down and some guy's sitting in your seat, and you're like, what the F, man? You're eating my food. Oh, my bad. There were 3 tables, 15, because it was one of those weddings where they assumed that everyone was going to crash. And there were tons of crashers. There were tons of people that were like walking in jeans and like, half-button shirts, and they're trying to get everything on so they can like come in and maybe get a, one of those potato things with the mushroom sauce, those kind of things. So, which were really good actually. They weren't really good. They had this little eggplant thing. It worked. So, I sat down like 3 times and I had to kick people out of my seat. Everyone was cool. Everyone was so drunk they couldn't even realize. Oh, yo, my bad, man. Yo, peace, dog. The other thing that happens at these kind of weddings, and it was actually really interesting because I never even thought about it before. I wonder if you could tell me if it happens at other sets of weddings. Like, sure, it happens at Hasidic weddings, but I wonder if modern weddings it happens. It wasn't a modern wedding. It was like a modern crowd with the yeshivish place, So, calling people up in the area and saying, dude, I'm in from Israel, come to the wedding. They don't know anyone. They come in, hey, I know this guy. Shit, man, he's marrying her. It's one of those things, I saw this kid, I haven't seen him since like 10th grade of high school, maybe 10 years ago. He's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, what the hell are you doing here? It's like, oh, my Rebbe's here, and this guy I know from whatever's here. So they call me up, I came. It's like, whose wedding is this? I'm like, that's so weird. You're like eating food, you don't know whose wedding it is. It's totally, such a frummy kind of thing to do. It's such a schnur, They come, they eat, they talk to their old rabbis, and then they figure out in the process that they're rabbis from yeshiva that they were thrown out of. This kid, like, he was thrown out of yeshiva for, like, drugs or something. And he's there, and he's like, oh my God, there's, like, rabbis I really don't want to see here. Because people ingrain things in them. They don't want to see anyone. They're like, I'm one of those that's like, oh, whatever happened, It's all in the past. So, it was interesting. It was good times. There was not much Jewish geography. I just wasn't in the mood, man. It wasn't tame, It wasn't like people sitting down. There wasn't like You know, everyone was up and moving and doing their thing and whatever. So it was good times, but interesting concepts.